someone's starting out, it's less about the advertising types. I mean, obviously you got sponsored brand video and all that good stuff, but someone starting out to get distracted with creating videos, like it's fantastic. We are generating a lot of revenue from that advertising channel. But it's less about what it gives you and more about the protection it creates. With brand registry, you do get better protection against sort of hijackers, counterfeit sellers, etc. So I always recommend getting brand registry as soon as possible for that reason. And with that, Amazon's IP accelerator program is actually quite good. It only costs a few $100s. As soon as their recommended lawyers say, yep, we're happy with this, they give you brand registry before your trademark even passes. So since IP Accelerator, I actually turn around and go, well, it's not actually that much work. You have to fill out a form, send it off, wait a couple of weeks, and you've got brand registry. So I do recommend it for that, because the amount of counterfeit selling, hijacking, etc., that does go on the platform, without that brand registry, like a member of my team used to work at Amazon, and they used to work in the catalog team. They've worked in the brand registry team. So I know this side of the business inside out because I've quizzed him on that side of the business, and he works at Amazon for something like 8 years. Like, he was quite senior in that department. And yeah, so with that, without that level of protection, let's say your listing gets suppressed or anything goes on there, it's very difficult to get the buy-in from Amazon without it. So it's just more of a protection mechanism. I recommend it. Yes, it does open up the different advertising channels. In terms of how easy it is, providing that you're not infringing on anyone's trademark, providing you've done your proper branding research before coming up with your brand name, it is very easy now with the IP Accelerator program. And a quick Google search, you'll find all the information on it. You can do it yourself, where you go and get your own trademark and submit it like the old way, but that does take longer. I mean, it takes 6, 12, 18 months sometimes. But brand registry now, it can take just literally a few weeks.
Right. And does the brand registry help you get into the ungated and gated categories?
Yeah, so getting ungated isn't a difficult task. There's just a few, it's not complicated, but it is work. So yeah, I mean, there's application processes, there's documents you've got to submit and fill out. And providing that Amazon are happy that you've ticked all those boxes, then sure, it's actually quite easy to get ungated. But there is quite a few hoops you have to jump through. So before even considering placing an order for a gated product, just make sure that you understand the requirements of getting ungated and start that process. But there's a lot of benefit to doing that work, because it's a barrier of entry to loads of other sellers that aren't doing it because they can't be bothered to go and get ungated. So I quite like the gated categories for that reason. You'll struggle right now in Q4 in some of the categories like toys, etc., because they're just not accepting new sellers. But wait until normal Q1 through Q3, you're pretty good.
Yep, and even the masks that are, selling a lot during this pandemic, they're gated categories now. So I think there's a high demand, and if you're willing to do the work, jump some hoops, as Dan said, it's a really good category to look into. Hey, it's Riya Mittal here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to SellerApp's main YouTube channel, where we upload all things Amazon and some how-to guides that will make sure that you're running on Amazon. You will not get this anywhere else. Until the next time, happy selling.